We're looking at the Tuesday, December 11th, 2012 trading plan, and this is Universal Display Corporation, ticker symbol PANL, and we see that it's a short side setup, something I call a double header, with a 2607 entry, 2581 first target, an Alt 1 entry at 2619 with a 2592 target, an Alt 2 entry 2666 with an Alt 2 target at 2630, and note that that pivot, the central pivot over there in red, is at $26.28, which puts it just above that Alt 1 entry. So I'm going to be particularly interested in that level if the stock should trade there. I like to give the market a few minutes to settle in, so I usually don't take these trades in the first 5 minutes of trading. We see that PANL opened, gapped up to the central pivot that I spoke about a moment ago, and is now at that Alt 1 entry. So this is really my favorite kind of setup. It's this kings and queens kind of thing that happens intraday, where we get a pop above a level, stops right at that pivot line and reverses, and now I'm going to hit that 2619 Alt 1 entry. And what I'm going to look for initially is 2592 as a target if the stock sort of slowly moves down towards that range, just a very tight stop right above that pivot line. And then if we get a rapid move, an acceleration down through 2607 versus a sort of a consolidating slide down there, we'll adjust the profit target and look for a 2581 target. That's the target for the primary position that was on the trading plan. And we see that the position triggers, and I will take a look in a couple minutes and see how the trade develops. Panel did in fact make a nice fast move down through the entry price and through the 2607 entry as well. So I'm going to use 2581, the extended target on this. It's popping around quite a bit, but it is staying very close to the support and resistance lines. I will, however, take it off right at 2581, even though we see that in the previous trading session there was some spongy support and resistance there. Got it down a little bit lower, down probably to 2575. But because I've got this all planned ahead of time, and because I know the rationale was there when I was planning it, I'm definitely going to look for 2581 as my ultimate target here, and actually it looks like we're about to hit it. So this trade lasted all of 10 minutes, and there we go, and we are out. Now, I don't care if it extends without me. I've made a decision based on my trading plan, and if I get another entry opportunity, if the stock trades back to the entry level, above the entry level actually, and then reverses lower through it again, I will take it on any of the pre-planned and clearly identified zones. If it doesn't, I don't really care what the stock does for the rest of the session. I'm only interested in what I plan to do. That's the only way I can stay objective, and my mantra has always been plan the trade, trade the plan, and we'll check back in with this one a little later and see if it did in fact give us another opportunity. Well, it certainly didn't take long. Just a few minutes later we had another boom, this time to the upside. Stock made a nice fast reversal move higher. Right now what I'm looking for is a move up to that pivot line at 2628. If it would reverse from there through 2619, I'd be happy to take that entry again. I already know what the path of least resistance for that is. It's down to that 2581 profit target. If, however, we reverse, which is what it looks like is happening right now, 2607 is the trigger right now, with a nice tight stop just above that 2619 entry. So I don't leave too much to chance here. If it gets up above there, I'm not going to second guess anything either. I'm not going to say, well, it's probably going to reverse. There's no probably about this. I'm going to always take these trades just the way that I intended to. 2581 remains my logical profit objective, and should we get there, I'll take the trade off right away. As I said earlier, we did see a test of that spongy resistance from the previous session. I expect that's going to happen again if and when we get down to 2581, but nevertheless, this is all about hitting singles and taking profits when you have them, and most importantly, about being able to consistently follow and replicate the results of a plan. Generally speaking, when these trades trigger a little later in the session, they also take a little bit longer to develop. Panel was certainly no exception, but we see that after just about an hour of sideways downward sloping trading, we are once again right at the profit target for the position. So we had 25.81 here. The trade is off, and that will give us a total of 64 cents per share on the two trades that we've done so far, and we don't know what's going to happen after the New York lunch session. So we had 38 cents per share on the first one, and now 26 cents per share on the second entry. As always, the goal with my around-the-horn Nasdaq scalp strategy is to wait for the trades to come to you. I want to see a setup that's as close to perfect as possible every time I pull the trigger on a trade. This trading strategy is all about waiting for the opportunities to come my way. And as we've just seen, following the plan can pay off rather handsomely. For TraderInsight.com, I'm Adrian Manns, and thanks for listening. If you're interested in one of my books or trading plans, you'll find them all on sale for the holidays at TraderInsight.com. Just click the link in the description below this video and check out all the great trading products at TraderInsight.com.